Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're in Gita, in my Gila. My Gila's got a new skin. I made a nice new skin with a bit of triangular geometric kind of pattern here. I think it looks really great. We're going to be doing some T4 Firestorm, but this is my go-to Abyss type to do in the Gila right now. Currently in my state in EVE Online, I'm at the point where I have this T4 hybrid Gila, but I don't really have much more. I would like to potentially find some ways to have cheap T5 fits, but back when I used to have a lot of cash, I didn't really test too many of the cheap T5 fits. A lot of the T5 fits I tested were Cerberus fits, but not so many Gila fits. So I'm a little bit limited in my knowledge in that regard, but I think we could eventually find something. Otherwise we could possibly find a Cerberus or something of the sort, but it would be the cheapest to just go for a Gila. I think a cheapest solution to go to T5 from my current build is to maybe go for a T5 Gamma, because this ship is already passive based with a hybrid component here, so it will get some really great shield buff capabilities in the T5. The only issue I see is just that we could possibly have issues with the capacitor. Capacitor is very strained in T5s compared to T4s. But we're going to be continuing to doing our glorious T4s, non-glorious T4s. You know, I've seen you guys' comments about what you kind of loot you usually get in T4s. Not everyone seems to have been having either as much luck in the T4s. I see that sometimes people are getting on average like 22 million ISK per run. So that's not a lot of ISK. And if you think about it, if you put the average over time, it's going to be very little when you compare it to, say, other activities such as Gnostic ratting. In a purifier that can go for about 50, 60 million ISK, you can actually do Gnostic ratting. You can get 100 million ISK. It is possible. Well, Stealth Bomb Manticore also works. It's very possible. So it is actually a thing. You can do stealth bombing and get some decent ISK, but you also just have to be wary of the other players. But if you're in a safe spot in space, it can be actually pretty smooth. And for low budget too as well. Let's see, now Jita, Morasi, safe. Oh, our Hammerheads could use a little bit of repair, but it's okay, we'll get through it. Okay, let's get here, use the Raging Firestorm and get to work. We have got some Nanite Repair Paste. Nanite Repair Paste can be useful in very extreme scenarios in the Abyss. For example, say you get overheat levels to be a very critical level, you can repair items and reduce the amount of overheat damage so that you can get a little bit more overheating out of an item if you were to, say, encounter another really deadly room. But I've never really had much use for it. I don't usually use it that often. I can imagine it's a bit more useful in PvP and low sec. Alright, rogue drones, these guys are easy. Let's go in. Podcasters, they could be good to take out first to improve our tracking. And we'll wreck them with hammerheads. These hammerheads, they're quite weak drones. Quite weak. We'll use our missiles here to go ahead and kill them. You know, I have actually received some comments that I've not been doing enough instructions on doing these sites. And I just want to let you guys know that these sites, I do them not necessarily as like to be an instructional video. I do like to be instructional, but it's more just to show what I'm doing in the game. And then I try to explain as good as I can. But still, I've been getting complaints that I've been not explaining enough what I'm doing. So I try to do that. But you know, the ship here is going towards light out of cash. We're going to get the loot here. We launch a missile on the loot. We tank and destroy the drones. I don't really know what more explaining is required. But I try to explain this stuff to you guys to do my best. If it seems a little bit unclear, I apologize, but it's not the entire point. Sometimes when I make videos, I make, like, you know, specific, like, okay, this is a guide, this is a tutorial, then I'll try to explain a bit more in depth. But usually I think I do still have an idea of what is going on and what is being explained. My wife watched my videos and she's saying that I'm being too articulate in my videos. So I'm not sure. Keep a range 500 here. And get those drones on the case. Lots of clouds all over the place. You can't really tell that it is even a Firestorm because of the Firestorm giving, you know, all those effects where you have the red background. Here you can also see it's Firestorm, but Over here, so what is it? Electrical side? Dark side? Which one is it? Recall drones, let's go. Oh, that one took damage. Yeah. Bad loot, it's a million. Get that next one. I have been doing quite a bit of Triglavian hunting, but unfortunately this afternoon I've had quite a bit of bad luck with the Triglavian hunting. I've been going for many systems, like 20 plus systems, and did not find a single Triglavian hunting wormhole. So that's why we're doing some Abyss instead. So Abyss is nice if you have bad luck in other activities. You can always rely on the Abyss there being there for you. That's one great thing I like about it. Let's wreck these guys and hopefully our drones don't get shreked before we get them in range. Oh, there we go. Recall those drones. Those are taking so much damage. Let's go. Oh, we lost the whole fleet. Just gone. What have we got here? Thunderchild. Let's go for that. Better that we get the drones a little bit further away, because when the drones are really close, then all the electrical sparks that bounce off my ship will attack my drones as well. So good to keep those drones away. Get close to the bind out of here. Good. Okay. Oh, look at that. The income guys destroyed their wreck for us. It's good. Very good. Ooh, nice loot. You got the unstable and the raging electric. Great, great. So even though we lost 2 drones, we got a bit of an exchange here. Sometimes in the Abyss you do have a bit of exchanges, you know. You throw in a filament. Depends on the filament type, but it could be anywhere from 1 to 25 million. Lose a few drones here and there. Use a few boosters and hope you get something back. And sometimes you get nothing back. But sometimes it really pays off and it's very nice. Such as here. Like right now we're sitting on 46 million ISK, and already I'm happy with that ISK. If we were to end the site with that much ISK, I would be very happy with that. But we're going to be potentially getting even more as well from the future waves. And I would like to do more full clear where I go for the extraction nodes, but it's a bit difficult. It's not too easy. And I should carry a MTU. That would be nice to have, but I try to focus mostly on surviving here, because Gila running T4 Firestorms is a bit on the edge. It's on the edge of being able to run it and not being able to run it. So that's why I don't like to take so many chances. I've got good skills and this ship is able to run these sites, but some waves can pose a little bit of a threat, and that's why I don't like to just to do it zero brain style. Some filaments I do, T6s with a really expensive Gila, T6 exotics for example, T5 exotics. It can be really, really easy. You just go in there, max tank all the time, and don't, worry about a thing in the world because you've got such a blinged out ship. But in this one, the sacrifice comes from the way that we've got a relatively cheap ship running these sites. In fact, the fee is a lot cheaper than I remember. At 490 million ISK. So it's a really good price for what you're able to do with this. Let's go for the field weavers and the snare casters. Okay, good. The Federation Navy is also pretty good because they're tankier, so we can have them just go in and take out some of these rogue drones and not have to worry as much as being one-shotted by deep automatic suppressors. It's short ones. You've got to watch out for those short-range deep automatic suppressors. Those things will eat your drones alive. Deadly, they're deadly, those things. Do much more damage than the medium-range deep automatic suppressor. But, they're short-range, so it's a little bit easier to avoid them than the medium ones. The medium ones just fire almost half the map. Blast Lancers. I like to encounter Blast Lancers in the Gila, because our highest resist is the explosive resist. Apart from, we've got this, yeah, it is explosive resist. So we tank really well against the Blast Lancers. See here, attributes 100% explosive damage. So that's great. You saw that bite out of there gave really bad loot, really bad loot. 4 million ISK. Imagine you multiply that by 4 and you get 12 million ISK for a whole run. That would be very disappointing. But luckily we got that second room with really spicy ISK, so happy about that, happy about that. Okay. Come on now. Wreck the blast lancers here. The drones orbiting, chilling a little bit, you know. Great, okay. So we recall them. And we get out of here. Hopefully no ganks. I did actually see some red people not too long ago. But it does not seem like anyone's red is there. Great, nice, okay. So, with another T4 Abyss we've done tons of these. This is my go-to Abyss to do. With the nice Gila skin. Very smooth, very easy. Chill. And we've got some good ISK here. We can check the price of these entropic unstables. Unstable. Ooh, look at that. It's a bit lagging, a slight bit of lag. There's no orders. Okay, it's because we're in Lone Trek, that's why. We're very lonely here in Lone Trek. Ooh, 31 million ISK is even more than it's listed here. That's great. You can even just put like a sell order and get even more ISK for that. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.